who take particular pleasure in witnessing the downfall of the rich and powerful by the one thing that always, without fail, stops them dead in their tracks: sex. So these people, the executives, the professional fuckers, they've worked out how to have all the sex they want and indulge their most wild and debauched sexual fantasies without the scandal. Which is a bit like someone claiming to have worked out how to fart without the smell, but anyway, they do it behind closed doors. And all together. In secret. Henry Kissinger once said that power is the ultimate aphrodisiac. By that time, he'd been creeping around the corridors of power long enough that he probably knew exactly what he was talking about. This place is the proof. You could call it the Fortune 500 Fuck Club. The League of Immoral Motherfuckers. The World Bang. Or the Group of Sex. They call it the Juliette Society. Go ahead, Google it. You won't find anything about it. Absolutely nothing. It's that secret. But just so you're not completely in the dark, a little background and a little history. The Juliette this society is named for is one of two characters, sisters. The other's called Justine, conceived, if that's the right word, by the Marquis de Sade, the 18th century French nobleman, libertine, author, and revolutionary whose sexual adventures so outraged the noblesse oblige of the French aristocracy that he was locked up in the Bastille for obscenity. Which, in retrospect, was a really bad move because sitting there in his cell, with nothing better to do than jerk off day and night, the Marquis was stimulated to create even more and greater obscenities, just to prove a point. During his incarceration, he would write the greatest work of erotic literature the world has ever known, The 120 Days of Sodom. The only book ever written that outdoes the Bible for sexual perversion and violence. And almost as long. It was the Marquis, of course, who shouted out of the window of his cell in the Bastille to the crowds below that they should storm the place and so, inadvertently, started the French Revolution. But back to Juliette. She's the lesser known of the two sisters. Not because she's a quiet one. Oh no, far from it. See, Justine is a bit of a drag and a prude. A compulsive attention seeker who plays the victim till you're more than sick of her. She's like one of those celebrities who harp on about the disease of drug and sex addiction and hang on Dr. Drew's every word, tirelessly promoting their virtue to the public by appearing on every rehab reality series going. And Juliette? Juliette is absolutely unrepentant in her lust for sex and murder and any carnal delight that she hasn't yet tasted. She fucks and kills and fucks, and sometimes does both at the same time, and always gets away with it, and never has to pay a price for her indiscretions or her crimes. Maybe now you start to get my drift. Maybe now you understand why this secret society, the Juliette Society, might not be as entirely innocent as it seems. And if I told you that I'd managed to penetrate, pardon my French, the inner circle of this club, would you believe me? It's not as if I belong there. I'm a full-time, third-year college student. I major in film. I'm no one special. I'm a regular girl with all the same regular needs and desires in life as everybody else. Love, security, happiness, and fun. I love to have fun. I like to dress well and look good, but I don't have an expensive taste in clothes. I drive a small hand-me-down Honda hatchback that my parents gave me for my 18th birthday, and always seems to have random crap lying on the back seat that I never find time to fully clear out. It was a car I packed all my belongings into when I moved out of home to go to college. I've left behind friends who I've known since childhood. Some I've outgrown and find it hard to relate to anymore. Others I feel will always be a part of my life, and I've made a whole set of new ones who have opened my eyes and expanded my horizons. And at this point, I'm not going to come across like such a smartass.